Imagine an empire so vast it stretched from Germany to Italy, ruled by kings who fought off barbarian invasions, married into Byzantine royalty, and were crowned by the Pope himself. This was the Holy Roman Empire, a political force that shaped medieval Europe for centuries. But how did this empire rise from the ashes of the fractured Frankish kingdoms and dominate Europe? When the Frankish Empire collapsed in 843, Europe plunged into a chaotic period of political fragmentation and instability. It was a time when the once mighty empire splintered into smaller, often warring kingdoms. The imperial crown found itself in Italy, within the middle of the fractured Frankish kingdom. But it didn't stay there for long. Stronger neighbors took advantage of the weakening empire, snatching up land and further disintegrating its power. The kingdom of the West Franks, which we now call France, wasn't immune to the chaos either, as internal conflicts broke it apart for just a little while before it found some semblance of stability. Tribes like the Saxons, Bavarians, and Franconians began to carve out their own territories, which were ruled by powerful dukes. These duchies laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the Holy Roman Empire. It's fascinating how, amidst all the instability, the seeds of this new political structure was already being planted. Out of the chaos of the East Frankish kingdom rose one of the most legendary figures in medieval Europe history, Otto I of Saxony. His father, Henry the Fowler, had already laid the foundation for a more stable kingdom, but Otto took things to a whole nother level. When Otto took the throne in 936, he didn't waste any time asserting his authority. Almost immediately, he was faced with rebellions from his own brothers, but Otto's military prowess quickly put an end to those uprisings. He wasn't just a man of battle, though. Otto knew that to hold together the fragmented German lands, he needed to consolidate power through strategic alliances and decisive victories. One of Otto's defining moments came in 955 at the Battle of Lechfeld, where he crushed the Hungarian invaders who had been terrorizing Europe with their raids. This victory earned him the title Otto the Great and elevated him in the eyes of his peers and in the church. But perhaps his most important achievement came a few years later in 962 when Otto was crowned Holy Roman Emperor. This moment was pivotal. It officially marked the birth of the Holy Roman Empire, a political entity that would shape the history of Europe for centuries to come. Once Otto I secured his position as emperor, his focus turned to solidifying the empire's influence from both within and outside its borders. Otto was a master of alliances. He married Adelaide, the Queen of Italy, thereby gaining control over Italian territories and extending his influence southward. But he didn't stop there. Otto also formed ties with the Byzantine Empire, one of the most powerful states at the time. This alliance was sealed through the marriage of his son, Otto II, to Theophano, the niece of the Byzantine Emperor. The union between East and West was symbolic of Otto's larger vision of a united Christian empire stretching across both Germanic and Roman land. Under Otto's leadership, the Holy Roman Empire wasn't just a German kingdom, it was a diverse and complex realm that included vast territories, each with its own cultural identity. What's truly remarkable is how Otto managed to bring these lands together under a single imperial crown, setting the stage for the empire to dominate medieval Europe. Even though the term Holy Roman Empire wouldn't be officially used until centuries later, Otto's reign represents the fusion of German strength with imperial ambition, a blend that would leave a lasting legacy on the continent. Otto's external alliances were crucial. His real challenge was managing the internal dynamics of his empire. The Holy Roman Empire was a patchwork of different duchies, each ruled by a powerful duke who had his own ambitions and agendas. These dukes were more than just a local ruler, they were the backbone of the empire, and Otto needed their loyalty to keep the empire intact. But of course, the dukes were not always easy to control. They constantly vied for more power, leading to frequent conflicts and civil wars. Otto's sons, and particularly his allies like Conrad the Red, played essential roles in managing those internal struggles. Conrad the Red, a skilled military leader, helped Otto maintain control during times of internal unrest. But even these alliances were not without their complications. Conrad and Otto's own son, Leodulf, rebelled against Otto, creating even more tension within the empire. Otto, showing his remarkable political skill, managed to suppress the rebellion, but it was clear that keeping the empire together was as much about navigating personal relationships and rivalries as it was about military victories. He created a system where the dukes had a degree of autonomy but remained loyal to the crown. This balancing act became a hallmark of the Holy Roman Empire, which was always more of a federation of semi-independent states than a centralized kingdom. Otto's handling of these internal conflicts set the tone for how future emperors would manage their relations with the powerful dukes. Otto was busy dealing with internal power struggles, but the empire was also under threat from external enemies. The Hungarians, who had been raiding Europe for decades, were a constant menace, and their raids reached deep into German lands. Now, Otto knew that in order to truly secure his empire, he had to put an end to these incursions. The turning point came in 955 at the Battle of Lechfeld, where Otto led his forces against the Hungarians in a decisive victory. This battle not only ended the Hungarian raids, but also solidified Otto's reputation as a formidable military leader. But Otto didn't just stop the Hungarians, he also dealt with the Danes, whose Viking raids had been causing havoc in the northern parts of the empire. His military campaigns against the Danes helped secure the empire's northern borders, ensuring that the rule extended over a vast and secure territory. Additionally, Otto's ambitions extended beyond the defense of his empire. His successful campaigns in Italy not only allowed him to claim the Italian crown, but also paved the way for his eventual coronation as Holy Roman Emperor. This marked the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire's involvement in Italian politics, a relationship that would define European geopolitics for centuries to come. Otto's military victories and his ability to secure and expand the empire's borders demonstrated that he was not just a ruler bound by internal conflicts, but a leader with a vision for a united and powerful European empire. When Otto I passed away in 973, he left behind an empire that would echo through European history for centuries. He wasn't just a king who ruled a collection of fragmented lands, he was the founder of an empire that would eventually shape the political and cultural landscape of medieval Europe. His crowning as Holy Roman Emperor marked the beginning of a complex relationship between the empire and the papacy, a connection that would go on to influence European monarchies and the formation of nations long after his death. In many ways, Otto laid the foundation for what Europe would eventually become. Otto's descendants, like his son Otto II and grandson Otto III, inherited the vast and powerful empire. They both tried to continue their predecessors' work of expanding and defending the Holy Roman Empire, but it wasn't always smooth sailing. Otto II's reign, for instance, was marked by struggles with both external enemies and internal unrest. He faced challenges from the Byzantine Empire, and his defeat in southern Italy by the Arabs in 982 was a major blow to his plans for further expansion. Despite the setbacks, Otto II continued to strengthen the empire, solidifying its influence in Germany and Italy. Now, Otto III, on the other hand, had a more visionary approach. He saw himself as not just the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, but also a unifier of Christian Europe. His ambitious dream was to create a united Christian Europe, with Rome as its center. He even spent a significant part of his reign in Italy, trying to bridge the gap between the Western and Eastern Roman empires. However, Otto III's early death in 1002 cut short these grand plans. Still, his reign left a significant mark as he promoted the spread of Christianity in Eastern Europe and strengthened alliances with the emerging Slavic kingdoms. All right, tell me your thoughts on this, everyone. Let us know in the comments below.